Many players remaining from the defeat at the hands of Magesi this time last year in the first round of this competition. Right here at this very stadium. Play on here. Shot from Mariko. Side-footed effort perhaps. Needed a bit more power, but Tulu makes a good save.
Still got a good steam. There's good pressure, good power exerted, and also a bit of time accuracy. You see now the difference. Mariko.
Siema says, leave it to me. 15 minutes to go as the cross comes in. Away from Sanoka. But Apollos with a tight angle, drags it back. Oh, took just the right deflection there.
We saw in that first half, sending the Pirates on the back with a chance at some stage.
Apollos dragging this back. Time to turn here for very, but that little interception or that block from Fulosi. And the Buccaneers come away with it. With Mbule finding Tajela and Morevi. Sibele does well to keep it off the chest. On the edge of the area. Here's Mbule. Left-footed shots. Looking for a handball there. The crowd are screaming at the referee. Nothing given. Here's the Mokazi. Let's see if he's going to fire one away. Oh! Unbelievable, Mokazi. With the left foot. Out of nowhere. It tipped viciously. And the goalkeeper got caught. And the coach is going to hurt his hand again in those celebrations.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable! This is presence of mind, Jason. And presence of mind goes with your ability. And that ball fell perfectly. What a strike! At the time when they needed a goal so badly, they seem to be no way to break down that defense up until this magical moment for Orlando Pirates.
Well, they took a long time before they got a goal when these two teams met in the league, and now Mokazi.
What does Sigurd say? Pirates, you gotta let go of this man. He doesn't deserve to play here. If you know to show what the coach meant, this is why. The praise that goes with your ability. I mean, presence of mind, you're a defender, my business. You have no business sitting in score from such a rain.
That's where he picked up the ball on the halfway line, has a look up, and goalkeeper Tulu, he just stood and watched.
Yes,
it's the second goal for Mokazi in Pirates colours. Joined the Pirates from Lisbon, something but Sutu International. He's got good 2 weeks before the next game against Kaiser Chiefs. And the final whistle. Orlando Pirates advance. Bekizele and Mokazi with the winner late in the game to steer Pirates into the next round of this competition.
On to win. So we welcome you all to Escotinis Kamaminsela, the Orlando Stadium, home of the mighty Orlando Pirates. This Pirates, oh, mistake here! And a wonderful save from Chipazeze! Oh, a mistake defensively there, almost allowed Pirates in! No, Chipazeze can wrap it up. It did excellent work there. So many times their savior last season, Elvis Chipazeze, that was a Mbutu, but golden opportunity there. He was so desperate to get on the score sheet. Wants to redeem himself after missing that spot kick in sudden death. Maswangangi and a great block. And again, and Chipazeze makes another save. Wow. And they are working him hard. Nemtajela looking to make it 2 goals in 2 matches for the Buccaneers, having gotten his first over the weekend. now. Ball whipped in. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a save. Chimpazes. He is bringing out the form that we saw last season. That is some save. Oh, wow.
I'm glad you get excited like this because you understand how crucial was that save. I mean, zero reaction time. He's almost right into his face, and yet he gets his head up there just in time.
So now Palis again the frame of the ball of the goals come to the rescue. That's a goal kick. What a poor shot that was. I'm sure that the effort there.
Let me tell you, Brazil nearly gets caught here because I don't think you expect the shot from him.
Oh, what a shot it was. It's swerving, it's dipping. Crossbar to the rescue. We need to talk about the drop, we talk about the dipping so you can push off.
Yes.
Now, Pirates again. Oh my goodness! Oh, it needed something special! It needed something special! They didn't want the easy stuff! Murami produces something special! Chimpazes finally beats it! Defiance broken! What a strike from Temple Murami!
They were dropping too deep, Magessi. If you look at Moremi, the amount of time he had on the ball, he brought it down, looked up, and there was nobody approaching, and he let loose. And boy, oh boy, he drops here, giving himself a bit of space. They took time.
That is a cracker of a goal.
Man.
A fabulous strike from Tepang Moremi. Finally breaks the deadlock here. And Pirates take the deserved lead. The power.
Oh, on the laces. Machiko tries to come, but it's too late. Once again, Chipaziza is making sense. Nobody closing him down quick enough.
Maswangang.
He's had a decent game as well.
That's tidy without being flashy.
Yeah.
Nice pass there to Wonderful! What a great team goal! What a great team goal and evidence from the back. Only to finish it with a bomb. That's what a coach loves to see when a sub makes an impact in the game. That's exactly what evidence from the back has done.
What I've got missing in the orange right side is those type of passes that were effective in that first half. And I think they died down a bit. So suddenly with the fresh legs, there's more offensive players that can find obvious spaces in that category. Suddenly, it's how Makopa gets this opportunity to turn.
His first goal, or rather his second goal of the season, his first in this season, Carling knockout, what a finish, touch and shoot, knows where the goals are.
And an assist from Masangani. Just when we're saying he's had a decent game. Pockets of spaces. He finds it and he's unmarked. 10.
Scored last season as well, didn't have Europa. It's going to be a little more than a consolation because Mr. Tandem Zantega has blown his whistle. And it ends in victory for the home side, the Buccaneers. Have done what they had to, with the disappointment of the weekend's result behind them. They live to fight on in another cup competition. They are through now to the semi-finals.
The man who's kept on the bench in evidence Makopa is national team set up. Here's also Apollos after a lovely little skip from Sipho Mbule. Apollos has managed to force it to him and some exchange of passes as well. I'll get my right kind of power behind that shot.
Indeed, that was one thing that was lacking in that move. He said he couldn't quite get the ball. It came a little bit too quick and too close for him to build momentum.
Credit for Apollos. Mbule kicked over the top from Putuma, who profited from similar scoop from Willem Fouquet. Polis. Excellent ball forward here for Moremi. Sets up brilliantly for Moremi, buries it. Gosh, magnificent from Orlando Pirates. Sabang Moremi already has 8 this season in all competitions. Proving himself to be a very reliable goal scorer as Coach Wadu joins the celebrations at the corner flag.
One pass to find it. And it's not like he had that much space, but when he picks up the ball, he seems to make that he's going to attack that goal area. And the lack of cover from Richards Bay allows him to set the ball beautifully for a powerful shot across the face of goal, which we often advise that attacking players. Now look at it from Apollo. That's a brilliant diagonal ball to find it. His first touch with his head, just set it up for him with the second touch, a shot. Body aligned, momentum in place, and with the laces, excellent.
Trophies that the teams have won, the individual accolades for the players that are playing in their respective teams. It's totally unbelievable. I mean, if you had to be a betting man, you put all your money on the Orlando Pirates. And I think it'd be silly to do that. Check when we get into the statistics and the head-to-heads between these two sides, there are some dramatic turnarounds, and we'll get to that during the course of the match. I'm sure that Wazisi Kubu and his Kents have already alluded to it, but we'll repeat that if that's okay. Gaten McKenzie, the Minister of Sport, is a character, isn't he? And he's enjoying himself. Well, that banner will tell you that Mbukazi, will be leaving. Final match has been allowed by Chicago Fire to play his final match of 2025 before going over to the MLS in the United States of America. I can tell you that Chicago Fire, there's an Eastern Conference and a Western Conference. They play in the Eastern Conference. There's 15 teams in each of the conferences. The top 9 go into a playoff system. Chicago Fire are 8. He comes in there and he closes the back door, and suddenly Chicago Fire could find themselves in a better position. The blokes up front that have to score goals, though. It's an interesting one. Huge mistake in defense here by Washington and Ruby. They could bounce upon it and score a goal. They don't. A lucky let off. They had a whole goal to shoot at. Now, there's a great opportunity here. Apollo's fabulous pass. Across the face of goal. Opake with his first goal contribution. He's always very, very dangerous whenever he comes from that side. He knows he'll cut in. And I guess he didn't get the curler that he needed, but he cut it in very, very nice. Once Washington really committed himself as far out of the area as he did. Ulbachili and Opake looking for the box entry. Nicely away by Tabatsani, and that's the end of the 90. This match will be decided either in extra time or via penalties. Washington and Ruby keeping a clean sheet over 90 minutes. And for those, we are grateful from the sponsor's point of view that you put your vote in for when the first goal of the match was going to Motto looking adventures, gets away from Sindavi. Now there's a lot of space available here on the right. is. We missed the sprint down the touchline, but what I expect is for Red is Wadu. The goal comes just before half-time in extra time.
I guess if it is a goal that Orlando Pirates have been praying for and have been waiting for. They made those type of subs to try and impact the game to get into this position that they find themselves in. It is such a big relief from Orlando Pirates, especially with all the chances that they've created. This man has been involved in so many goals for Orlando Pirates this season. Ever since he comes back from an injury, it's been playing different positions tonight. Look at the ball that was, trying to play it on the different side. Hoto as well, driving in. But look at Sipho Mbule getting involved really in that position as well. Making that ball, but also not stopping. He finds himself inside the box. Of course, there is that type of ricochet, but look at that. Unable to clear the line that is Marumo Gallants. I guess also because they've been defending for such a long time inside their box right now, and it matters most. Orlando Pirates again, with really there, I guess also with that deflection there from Skosana.
As it is, Mofokeng, I think, will be accredited with the goal. And Batuba was very close to the line. I don't think he'll steal the goal away, though. Orlando Pirates continue to win silverware under Abdeslam Wadu. He's only been with the club 6 months. And if there was any dust in the cabinet at Orlando Stadium, that is becoming less and less. Well deserved, Teko Madise, I think, at the end of the day.
Well deserved indeed from Coach Wadu, a coach that came to Orlando Pirates. Always the question was, how can you improve a winning team, a good team like Orlando Pirates? And this man right here, who is actually playing his last game wearing Orlando Pirates colors, going to America, going to AFCON rather now, with a trophy rather for Orlando Pirates. But coming back to Coach Wadu, he improved the team, improved the players themselves. We look at the players that are playing now, dominating in the national team because of his improvement. New players that we never spoke of last season, being contenders for the national team. New Moremis of this world coming into Orlando Pirates, becoming better. The Sipho Mbules that were forgotten coming to Orlando Pirates already, booked a ticket to AFCON. So he has improved a lot of players on the Orlando Pirates side. It is well deserved, a well-coached team, a very hard-working team, and Orlando Pirates coach Wadu, congratulations. And this team right here, they played better in the second half, but it's just that the legs are gone in an extra time.
There's the prize money, nearly 7 million South African rand for the winner. Well, nearly 3 million for Marumo Gallants. I'm sure they'll use that to good effect, maybe in the transfer market, which is upcoming. But at the end of the day, we often talk as commentators and analysts about the quality players. Does this player or that player deserve to play in the colours of Kaizer Chiefs, or the colours of Orlando Pirates, or the colours of Mamelodi Sundowns? Are they big enough? Are they good enough? Can they handle the pressure? Now, do they have the BMT? Lusu Buthelezi didn't get an opportunity to play. This man certainly didn't get an opportunity to play, and playing for the final time in the colours of Orlando Pirates with another medal, wearing the captain's armband. His name is Mbikizeli Mbukazi. He's just 20 years old, born in KwaZulu-Natal, and coming through the junior ranks. And you see how much it means to the players. Exceptional from Matikleni Makahulu, who was substituted. Talented Barter held that role in with the introduction of Sipho Mbule and company. Was much more the playmaker when he came on as a substitute, and still a big fan of him. Sabisi came on late on as a substitute. Cameron Damson, not quite the influence he had in the cup in the league game against Mamelodi Sundowns, but all in all, a top performance there. Quality side, I think we can expect a little more. It's going to be interesting to see how they settle down. Maybe Sabisi a little more with Siema in the starting lineup, as if they play a 4-4-2 situation with the absence of Mbukazi. But what an influence this man has made to Orlando Pirates this season. It's a big hug from the National Minister of Sport, Gaten McKenzie. Gets his medal, and I'm sure well wishes. He's quite a robust chap, he's our Minister of Sport. And off goes Mbukazi. I can see the emotion written all over his face. There's the band manager of Carling as well, Karen Greenleaf. And all that remains now is the presentation of the trophy to Mbikizeli Mbukazi, to add to the trophy of the top 8 in South Africa. The trophy's been handed over to Mukazi. The fireworks go off. Orlando Pirates are the champions of the Carling Knockout. He goes walkabout all by himself. Comes back there to share the moment with his teammates. I thought he was going to put it in his pocket and go off to the States with it. But Orlando Pirates then, the champions of the Carling Knockout 2025-26. Congratulations, Buccaneers.